Now there was once a very, very, very foolish king. His name was Kaous. He had good generals, though, so that helped. A chieftain raised the standard of revolt in Egypt, and the people of the land turned them from the gates of submission unto Iran. And there was joined unto them the king of Hamavaran, who desired to throw off the yoke of Persia. But Kaous, when the tidings thereof came unto him, got ready his army, and marched against the rebels. And when he came before them, their army, that had seemed invincible, was routed, and the king of Hamavaran was foremost to lay down his arms and ask pardon of his Shah. And Kaous granted his petition. The king departed joyously from out his presence. Then one of those who stood about the Shah said unto him, It is known to thee, O Shah, that this king hideth behind his curtains a daughter of beauty. It would beseem my lord that he should take this boon unto himself for wife. And Kaous answered, Thy counsel is good, and I will therefore send messengers unto our father, and demand of him that he give me his daughter as tribute, and to cement the peace that hath been made between us. When the king of Hamavaran heard this message, his heart was filled with gall, and his head heavy with sorrow, and he murmured in his spirit that Kaous, who owned the world, should desire to take from him his chiefest treasure. And he hid not his grief from the Shah in his answer, but he wrote also that he knew it behooved him to do the thing that Kaous desired. Then in his distress he called before him Sudaveh, his daughter, whom he loved, and he told her all his troubles, and bade her counsel him how he should act. For he said, If I lose thee, the light of my life is gone out. Yet how may I stand against the Shah? And Sudaveh replied, If there be no remedy, I counsel thee to rejoice at that which cannot be changed. And when her father heard these words, he knew that she was not afflicted concerning that which was come about. So he sent for the envoy of Kaous and assented unto his demands. They concluded an alliance according to the forms of the land. Then when the king had poured gifts before the messenger, and feasted him with wine, he sent forth an escort to bear his daughter unto the tents of the Shah. The young moon went forth in a litter, and she was robed in garbs of splendor. And when Kaous beheld her loveliness, he was struck dumb for very joy. Then he raised Sudaveh unto the throne beside him, and named her worthy to be his spouse. And they were glad in each other, and rejoiced. But all was not to be well thus quickly. For the king of Hamavaran was sore in his heart that the light of his life was gone from him. And he cast about in his spirit how he should regain her unto himself. And when she had been gone but 7 days, he sent forth a messenger unto Kaous, and entreated him that he would come and feast within his gates, so that all the land might rejoice in their alliance. When Sudaveh heard this message, her mind misgave her. She feared evil. Wherefore she counseled the Shah that he should abstain from this feast. But Kaous would not listen unto the fears of Sudaveh. He would not give ear unto her warning. Wherefore he went forth unto the king and his city, and made merry with him many days. And the king caused gifts to be rained down upon Kaous. He flattered him, and cozened his vanity, and he made much of his men, and he darkened their wits with fair words and sweet wine. Then when he had lulled their fears, and caused them to forget wherefore and why, in all knowledge of misfortune, he fell upon them, and bound them with strong chains, and overthrew their glories and their thrones. And Kaous did he send unto a fortress, whose head touched the sky, and his foot was planted in the ocean. Then he sent forth a strong band into the camp of Iran, and veiled women went with him, and he charged them that they bring back Sudaveh unto his arms. Now when Sudaveh saw the men and women that went with them, she guessed what was come about, and she cried aloud and tore her robes in anguish. And when they had brought her before her father, she reproved him for his treachery, and she sware that none should part her from Kaous, even though he were hidden in a tomb. Then the king was angered when he saw that her heart was taken from him and given to the Shah, and he bade that she be flung into the same prison as her lord. And Sudaveh was glad at his resolve, and she went into the dungeons with a light heart, and she seated herself beside the Shah, and served him, and comforted him. And they bore the weight of captivity together.